Ciao sir, it's me, Arch again. Today, while looking at Twitch, I've kind of noticed that there is this Czech adventure game which is kind of traditional and popular. And it's kind of hit in my face, so I'm thinking perhaps I could play it. But then I kind of realized one thing, that perhaps it could be an interesting change of pace to do a little switcheroo. Usually, when I play games, I play them in English and spend most of my time yapping in English, in Czech, I wanted to say. From English to Czech. This time around, I decided that perhaps I could try the opposite, to actually translate the narration from Czech to English. Because it's kind of a unique situation. Mostly there are not Czech games, especially translated. Or they are so good, like the Kingdom Come, that they get translated. But this one is just in Czech, so there is a little bit of room for me, myself, to try to provide a fun-made narration of what's going on in it. So let's see. Now, here's a choice if I want to play the easier version or more difficult version. The easier one gives me hints. I can see the list of quests, and it's possible to skip some kind of minigames. Or I can play the hard version. I will not get any tips from the policeman, because it's actually named Policeman 7 in translation. I will not see the list of the quests, and it will not be possible to skip the minigames. Though there will be the possibility to achieve additional achievements. Well, I'm a casual gamer and I have to focus on translating the game. It will be really difficult, I'm gonna be honest with you right from the start. It's easier, which is kind of a paradox, but it's easier to translate from foreign language into your native one. It doesn't make sense, because when you are kind of talking, you can use the vocabulary that you know. When you are listening to somebody, you cannot choose what kind of vocabulary they use, but nevertheless, because we consume so much English media, we get used to getting the message inside of our brain, and it's much more difficult to produce English from our brain. So we will see how it will go. Hopefully it will fare somewhat well. I will choose the easier option because, like I said, I'm already challenged enough as it is. Alright, that's good. I was afraid that the sound isn't gonna work.
Je tu zase ten sobota, víkendovej večer a pohoda u telky. Zmoženej týdenní absencí práce je třeba nabrat sil k dalšímu týdnu nečinnosti. Pivko, akčňák s Honzou Rambouskem, no co víc si člověk může přát.
Alright, this is gonna be quite difficult with such longs.
Je za šoky,
dialogues.
Pivo.
Omlouváme se za přerušení vysílání, ale je tady Jarda Klátil a jeho zcela mimořádná prda. Na stadion ve Wembley spadl dnes v noci neznámý létající objekt. Našim anglickým kolegům se podařilo získat dramatické záběry zachycující pád lodi. Poprosím záznam.
Well, could I start talking now? I wonder.
Ovšem, ještě větší záhadou je okamžité zmizení stroje. Mluvčí londýnské policie uvedl, že hlášení o pádu UFO na stadion prověřili, ale kromě lehce poničeného trávníku nenašli nic podezřelého. Z anonymního zdroje se nám podařilo získat fotografii z bezpečnostní kamery umístěné přímo na stadionu. Ta zásadně vyvrací tvrzení policie. Podle expertů by ale celá záležitost mohla souviset s akcí, která se právě včera na stadionu uskutečnila. Setkání přátel Aštara Šerana. Prý chtěli přivolat spasitele. Ale vypadá to, že místo spasitele přivolali zkázu světa. Naštěstí se nikomu nic nestalo. Ale během nehody přišli záhadně o veškeré šaty. A aby těch záhad nebylo málo, tak krátce po havárii se na Meganetu objevila tato nahrávka tajemného individua, které se říká Lord Vedro.
Jsem temný lord Vedro. Stali jste se svědky uskutečnění začátku mého zvrhlého plánu. Všechny vás proměním v tupá, nemyslící zvířata, což u spousty z vás nebude žádný problém. Poté se stanu vládcem vašeho světa a nastolím pořádek.
It could use a pause button.
Ženy se mi budou svíjet u nohou a zdroje vaší planety vycucnu jak pomeranč a slupku zahodím do hyperprostoru. Střeste se mé zloby, pozemští červy.
Působivé, že, vážení diváci, ale my tomu přijdeme na kloup. Zda se jedná o mimozemšťany, tajný vládní experiment nebo nejapný vtip, to v tuto chvíli nevíme. Ale slibuji, že vše zjistíme a budeme vás informovat. To je naším posláním. Ale moment, do sluchátek dostávám zprávu, že se k celé záležitosti chce ještě vyjádřit nejmocnější muž světa, americký prezident Ronald Trumpeta. Jste ve vysílání, pane prezidente.
Dobrý večer, Jardo. To jsme to tu všichni v mé orálné pracovně s holkama, teda s poradním týmem probrali. A výsledkem je tato diplomatická nota. Čili dobře poslouchej, ty ufore vedro. Ať si kdo si ty chrochtavej křupane, tak si tě najdeme a proženeme ti pérka. Pak ti osobně strčím atomovku do řití a udělám ti v ní druhou černou díru. A když bude třeba, postavím kolem celé planety zeď, aby se pufoní nedostali. Ničeho se nebojte, všecek ten bazmek mimozemský z naší planety vykopeme. My nejsme žádní blbci, odpočet už běží. Hasta la vista, baby.
Děkuji vám, pane prezidente, za vskutku hodnotné informace. A všem přeji klidný večer. Pro televizi PRD Jarda Klátil.
Teda ten Trumpeta má dost. Plácá už úplný kraviny. Jaký mimozemšťani? Jasný ilumináti přece. Kafe a kobliha, případ je uzavřený. Zatracený Klátil. Bez tak jsou to všechno ty falešný fake news, co číhají na každém kroku. Dlužíš mi pivo, kašpare. No teda teď, abych šel pro nový. Ale pozor, správnej borec od telky zásadně nevstává. Nejsem světový detektiv pro nic za nic. Vstávat se nebude, přece se nesedřu. Konejte, moje detektivní neurony. Ahoj, jsem rád, že se zase po dlouhý době potkáváme. Pokud mi pomůžeš sebrat to pivo, aniž bych musel vstávat, naučím tě na oplátku ovládat tuhle hru. Nebo si troufáš sám bez mojí pomoci hned od začátku? Rozhodni se.
Alright, finally a break. So, if we go through all the stuff that has been mentioned in this introduction, which wasn't long at all and which lacked the pause button. Basically it starts with this guy, the police guy, who is sitting on the armchair and being just lazy, thinking about gathering energy during the Saturday after a week of not doing anything. Just chilling, watching TV. And then there is the news about UFO crashing, crash landing at the stadium in London. And suddenly then, the UFO disappears. which the police guys are kind of in London trying to hide. And they're mentioning that it was most likely related to some sort of Ashtar Sharan meeting which happened the previous day, where all their clothing has disappeared for whatever reason. Then there was, what was it? Yes, Donald Trumpet. It's actually trumpet, you know, the musical instrument. That's how the funny translation or funny kind of narration of the thing goes. Donald Trump into Donald Trumpet. He's saying some stuff about making another black hole inside of the aliens' arse, and that he will build some sort of wall around the planet. Okay, I actually entirely skipped the alien. The alien was making threats that he will enslave the women and he will have it or them in front of his feet, and and then he will suck out all the resources from the planet and throw it in the galactic trash or something. And here we are back in the living room with the police guy asking me if I want to learn controls or if I want to play straight away myself. He mentioned that it's most definitely not aliens, but that the whole situation is related to Illuminati. And here we are, he needs a beer. And I have to help him get the beer without him standing up from the armchair because he is such a lazy slop. Alright, hopefully the rest of the game will be in shorter sequences because this is kind of brutal. I could try to translate ASAP, but I'm not sure there is enough space to actually make comments either, so it's not starting well. Especially when I'm used to translation in Lost Ark, where you just, you know, you get a dialogue bubble and you can translate it, then you press spacebar or G. And then you get another segment of text to translate. Here it just goes on and on and on and on, like I do right now. So let's learn the controls.
Super, tak jdeme na to. Nejdřív
Super, let's do it.
ve scéně.
First we have active object inside of the scene. Try to pick up the box. I picked up the box.
Krabička, já mám fakt sklerózu. Ležela přece ráno přede dveřma a já na ní pro Rambouska úplně zapomněl.
Hey, look, this is the box. It was the whole day in front of the door and I entirely forgot about it. It's...
využíváte služeb naší díry. Co? Jo, Bolzánovi díry.
Here's some kind of Amazon service thanking him for using the services theirs.
Jsem teď schoval do kapsy.
He hid the box inside of his pocket and we can see the kind of stuff inside of his pocket in inventory. Also the box is for some other guy.
Pravo nahoře nebo pravým tlačítkem myši.
Alright, there should be a button upper right corner or right mouse click.
Tady vidíš, co všechno u sebe mám. Zatím je tu jediný předmět. Krabice, kterou jsem před chvílí sebral. Na některý předměty stačí jen kliknout a hned se s nima něco stane. To je i případ krabice.
Okay.
Otevři ji.
Alright, so we can click on the item and something might happen. It might not be case with all the items, but in the case of this box, it is. So we will press it and some kind of action should go on. Open the box or package. And here is the quest that I have to pick up beer without standing up. Alright.
Tak se podíváme, co je vevnitř.
Let's look inside. Oj.
No, magnet ve tvaru podkovy. Od vaší věrné ctitelky Edeltraut Plecité pro štěstí. No tak to je milý, ale mohla poslat radši jitrnici, co s magnetem. Ale bylo to vofous. Srp bejvá ostrej, ale v podstatě si myslím, že je neškodnej. A šroubovák a háčky se hodí v každý adventuře. No vidíš, jak ti to jde. Teď se naučíme používat předměty ve scéně. Otevři si zase inventář.
Alright, so he was talking about finding the magnet, and then he got hit by all the stuff like the nails and hooks and quite sharp sickle. We are supposed to open the inventory.
Vidíš, co všechno mi přibylo?
Yeah.
Když teď
Screwdriver.
klikneš na první háček, vloží se ti to pod kurzor. Pak stačí zavřít inventář buď tlačítkem vpravo nahoře, nebo pravým tlačítkem myši a můžeš háček použít na křeslo. Zkus si to.
Okay, so we can select the hook. Now I'm kind of thinking, what happened to the sickle he was talking about? That is screwdriver. Perhaps it was a comparison to something. Well, we can pick it up, and then we can close the inventory by clicking here. Alright, and here we can use... It looks like those kind of obnoxious images on the internet where you have a large red circle to see something that is clearly easy to see, like this armchair. Okay, let's see. So, it's inside. Alright, he's saying that I am really good.
K tomu si potřebuju zvednout tady ten prut.
Alright, the next lesson includes this fishing rod.
Některé předměty ve scéně se dostanou rovnou pod kurzor, stejně jako bych je vzal z kapsy. To je právě případ prutu. Zkus s ním zvednout brusle.
So, certain objects get under the mouse pointer, like the items from the inventory. I'm supposed to try to use the fishing rod to grab the wheelers. Rollerblades, that's the word.
No vidá, jde to i bez vstávání.
You see, it works even without standing up.
Mezi sebou můžeš kombinovat předměty stejně jako kdyby byly ve scéně.
It's possible to combine items inside of the inventory like it is possible to do it inside of the scene.
Teď stačí kliknout na šroubovák a použít ho na brusle, to už by si měl zvládnout, ne? Tak to zkus.
It's fairly easy, just click on the screwdriver and use it on the rollerblades. Nice.
Odmontoval jsem všechny kolečka z bruslí. Paráda.
He got all the wheels from the rollerblades.
Stisknutím mezerníku si můžeš zobrazit všechny aktivní místa ve scéně. Když stiskneš mezerník v inventáři, uvidíš, který předměty lze aktuálně použít buď ve scéně, nebo mezi sebou. A když stiskneš mezerník a máš pod kurzorem předmět, zobrazí se všechna místa, kde můžeš daný předmět použít. Kolečkem myši si taky můžeš měnit předměty pod kurzorem. Tak, základy ovládání znáš, teď je řada na tobě. Potřebuju se dostat pro to pivo bez vstávání. Jdi do toho.
Okay, so now it has been mentioned that if we use the spacebar, we should see all the interaction points. It can be used also inside of the inventory. And we can change selected object through the mouse wheel. Oh yeah, it's actually going through. Nice, so let's try the spacebar. Yes, let's try the spacebar when I have different PC active. Let's try again. I don't see the interaction points though. It's doing something. I wonder what it means. It it actually hasn't been explained it well. Apparently. Let's close this. Okay. Here we go. So these are the things inside of the scene, which are interaction points. Our task is to get the beer without him standing up. And we have all these things to work with. This wooden block, this hook, shorts, fishing rod, armchair, table, beer, and of course TV. Could I use... let's see. Well, logically, if I would go in inventory, I could probably take this and use it on the fishing rod, right? It seems like it's not the case though. Okay. Wow, this is gonna be wild if it's the case. I can stuff it inside here or here. Not sure what's about to happen. Let's try it. Okay, that happened. What's up with the wheels? I mean, I got the wheels. Wow, is actually the point moving the armchair instead of the bottle? That would be interesting. Let's take a look again. This is the rod. Can't you just grab the beer with the fishing rod?
Tohle nemám s tím háčkem šanci chytit.
Yeah, it's not possible to grab it with the hook. So... what could we use? Screwdriver. We used it to get the wheels. Why do we need the wheels? Can we stuff... okay. Let's try if we can actually connect the wheels to the armchair.
Moje starý, ale oblíbený křeslo.
Okay, he's commenting that it's his old favorite armchair, but it doesn't seem like we can use it on it. Let's take a look again. The table? Can you bring the... okay. Try to drag yourself to the beer.
Nápad super, ale jak říkal ten slavnej hobitofil, cesta tam a zase zpátky. Návrat krále jsem ještě nedořešil.
Yeah, he's basically mentioning some kind of hobbit guy. Interested in hobbits? Yeah. Basically the issue is that if he gets himself to the table, he will not get back.
Háček.
Hook?
Háček.
Hook? Alright, this might actually end because I will not be able to figure out what to do. Well, we have the rod. I still wonder what's up with the wheels. It would make sense to attach it to... seems like there are no interaction points, so perhaps you forget about them. Something with the screwdriver. Nothing. Alright, could we use this thing again? I don't see any interaction points. So perhaps that's not the case?
Trám, který to všechno drží pohromadě.
Alright. It's basically holding the whole thing together. What? Okay, here are the shorts.
Vytahaný trenky v bezpečnostní barvě. Nejlepší přítel detektiva. Nikdy nevíš, kdy se polekáš. Už mi tady smrděj pod nos celkem dlouho. Dám je do kapsy.
Alright.
Na tu stoletou gumu se dá hrát jako na baskytaru. No, no.
Yeah, he basically was saying that the shorts have perfect color for dangerous situations when you might yeah, your pants. And it has the rubber really strong that you can even play using it. Like bass guitar. Anything here? Alright, it seems like there are some kind of interactions of the shorts. Oh. Not sure. Okay, I can place it there. But what would be the point?
Tak to by bylo. Cesta zpět z Mordoru žízně zajištěna.
Alright, so this is basically our way back from the Moor of Thirst. Which means that perhaps now I should be able to... Alright, that's kind of interesting. So we are basically gonna use the rod to drag ourselves to the table, and then the rubber from the boxers is gonna pull us back? Does it make sense?
Tak pojď,
Let's try it. Come to the daddy. And
Sakra,
nothing happened.
takhle to nepůjde.
I
To
guess,
nemám sílu.
yeah, he doesn't have enough strength to do it, which kind of creates room for the wheels. Yes. We can see that it's possible to use them, and now I can finally stash the wheels. Really are. Oh goodness.
Žádná chůze, jezdí křeslo, to je dneska moje heslo.
Yeah.
Na bělé rád.
Alright. No walking, the armchair drives. That's my kind of saying for today. So let's try again.
Stůl plnej krámů.
Table full of trash. Alright, can you get yourself to do?
Tak pojď k tačkovi.
Alright. Now it worked.
Tak a mám tě.
Gotcha.
Sakra, ještě otvírák.
Yeah.
Úkol splněn.
Alright, mission
Teď už
accomplished.
konečně Rambousek.
And he can finally watch the show.
Já už se na to, já toho Rambouska snad nedokoukám. Tak teď už musím vstát a podívat se, co s tou televizí je.
Oh, that. Oh, okay.
Teď se ještě naučíme mojí chůzi. Stačí kliknout na jakýkoliv neaktivní místo a já tam dojdu.
I have just realized one thing. The guy, most likely he has been talking about the whole time, was the movie. Yeah. Alright, this kind of part is supposed to teach me how to walk.
Skvěle. Dvojklikem ti přejdu k cíli hned, abys nemusel čekat.
Alright, double click moves him right away.
Paráda. A to je ode mě všecko. Teď už můžeš hrát sám, tak si hru užij.
Thank you. Okay, he said basically that that's everything, and I can play the game myself and enjoy it. So what are we supposed to do now? There are interaction points, the television kind of is busted. Is there a way to leave the room, perhaps? Nope. Nope. So let's try to take a look at the TV.
Televize. Bohužel nějaká rozbitá, nebo co?
Yeah, TV is broken. We know that.
stůl plnej krámů.
There is the trash. Can you pick up the phone, perhaps? No. Okay, the quest is to repair the TV now. Fortunately, it's written here. I'm so glad I picked the easier version of the game. So if we take the screwdriver out, unfortunately it's not Sonic, we should be able to repair the TV.
Šroubovák se hodí v každý situaci.
Yeah, it's a useful tool.
Au! Koukám, že používat všechno na všechno se nevyplácí. Budu muset víc přemýšlet. Co to je za bzučení? Snad to přejde. Aha, asi nepřejde.
What is this buzzing? Let's hope it will stop. Aha, it will not stop.
Prosím?
To je pan
Hello?
Konrad, slavný soukromý detektiv.
Yeah, he's famous kind of detective.
Aparátu.
Velice mě těší. Jmenuji se Jumbo. Pan Jumbo. A jsem ředitelem nadnárodní letecké společnosti. Jak jistě víte, zabýváme se vývojem civilních a vojenských letadel.
Oh, he's from some sort of aircraft development.
Abyste pro mě něco našel. Určitě uhodnete co.
Jestli se vám ztratil pejsek, tak to jste na správný adrese.
Ne. Viděl jste před chvílí
He's talking about lost dogs.
abyste pro mě nalezl ten záhadný létající
But the
stroj.
guy wants to find the mysterious
Tak budu
UFO.
mít cenu zlata. Zaplatím vám cokoliv si řeknete.
Já nevím, mně se to nějak nezdá. Bez tak v tom bude mít prsty iluminát zahradník. Detektiv mých kvalit má tohle vyřešený za 10 minut, klidně od stolu.
Pane Pankráci, přesně proto potřebuji právě vás. Dle mých informací jste absolutní jednička.
No, to asi jsem.
Detektive, potřebuji vás co nejdříve na místě činu. Zkuste zjistit, co se tam stalo a najděte ten letoun. Nemáme moc času, podle mých informací se právě teď do Londýna stahují nejlepší agenti z celého světa.
Tak to tam nesmím chybět.
Výborně, to rád slyším, takže si plácneme. Udělám z vás boháče.
Jsou obědy v ceně, nebo je to polopenze?
All inclusive a kapesný.
Hustý, tak to jsem váš člověk, pane Jumbo. Kde se mám nalodit?
Vrtulník vás dopraví na letiště, kde čeká náš tryskáč. V Londýně vás limuzína doveze rovnou do Wembley. Vše je zařízeno. Prozkoumejte stadion a dejte mi vědět, jakmile na něco narazíte. Spoléhám na vás.
Rozumím.
To je zatím vše. Naschledanou.
Naschle. Tak
Jo.
rychle, jdeme balit. Trenky, paštika a zítra večer musím být zpátky doma. Protože jak největší detektiv světa zjistil, soused Slepička odjel na služební cestu, takže Slepičková bude přijímat návštěvy.
Oh.
To byl fofr. Tak se jdeme proletět.
Alright, he got the task to kind of go at the place of the landing,
To nemohli přistát
and
někde na Havaji.
he's supposed to
No co?
find the
Hlavně, že
aircraft.
už jsem tady. Tak co?
There was a lot of boasting, and he was basically promising to be back by the next day
Zahradní
to,
nádobí. Tohle bude jednou.
well, basically his neighbor has a wife and he wants to visit her. It's disturbing kind of. So that was basically the point. Let's take a look at this. Apparently there are other agents best in the world who are trying to solve the case. But yeah, he was boasting he's the best one and should be done with it in 10 minutes from the table. I'm not sure if that's gonna be the case, especially when I'm in control. Okay, he's basically a board saying, "Welcome, Ashter." That's from the other day when there were naked people. The same thing is here. It's kind of hilarious that basically the posts are in Czech while it's actually in London. But yeah, it's in Czech. So makes sense, but it's still funny. So here is some sort of vibrating generator.
Zvláštní anglický vibrující generátor. A nebo si tu Godzilla zapomněla erotickou pomůcku. V každém případě na to radši nebudu šáhat.
Alright, he doesn't want to touch it because it could have been some sort of erotic toy of Godzilla. So yeah, no touching it. If we press the space bar, we get all these interaction points. Here's a camera.
Tak pozor, kamera. Z téhle měl Jarda Klátil tu noční fotku. Kde je fotka, mohlo by být video. Ale bez žebříku se k ní nedostanu.
Alright, he's saying that where is a photo, there could be a video, but without a ladder, he's not gonna get there. Can we get a ladder somewhere? So there are more interaction points. Pick up a paper.
Obyčejnej papír od koblihy, to mi připomíná
A normal paper from donuts. There is a fabric.
Co pak to tady máme? To vypadá na kousek nějaký látky. Divný. Jarda hlásal ve zprávách, že všem na stadionu zmizely šaty a tady se válí kus látky. Byl to kec. Jasná věc.
Yeah.
Budu muset najít někoho s textilním vzděláním, aby mi k tomu něco řekl.
So basically in the news the guy was saying that people somehow lost their clothes. And here is a piece of fabric which kind of disproves the notion. And I'm supposed now to look for a person, any person, who has education in fabrics. Well, that's gonna be fun. Alright, the grass.
Fotbalovej trávník a úplně zničený. Támhle asi doset ten stroj a támhle se válej nějaký transparenty.
Yep. This is a destroyed lawn where likely the vehicle landed, and there are also signs all around the place. Let's go there.
Místo dopadu toho záhadného stroje. Ožehnutá tráva, kousky
burned grass, pieces of plastic, holes in the lawn. What is here? Looks like tracks of wheels.
Skrytý pod sofistikovaným štítem, nebo se ufouni nechali odtáhnout traktorem.
It most likely looks like there was a tractor who dragged the aircraft somewhere else. Or it reminds me of something, but I'm not gonna say what.
No. Místo do...
Yeah, I heard it. So, what do we got here? Oh yeah, mover. I can use the mover to cut the grass.
Sekat se nebude. Mám tu jinou práci.
Yeah, he has better things to do. Let's take a look at it.
Kvalitní sekačka s velkou baterkou na kombinovaný pohon. To by se to sekalo.
Yeah, it's a great mover with large battery, and it would be joy to use it to cut the lawn. But we are not gonna do this. We will take a round at the sign.
Transparent. Vítej doma Aštare. A tamhle vezmi nás s sebou.
Welcome, Ashter. Take us
dobrý
with you.
Ještírek, mrtvý ještírek. Co je to za bláboli? Budu muset sehnat někoho, kdo mi to přeloží.
Okay, what's the word? Scorpio? Whoa. the animal. Okay, it's actually a scorpion. Is it word? Hopefully it is. So a good scorpion is dead scorpion. That's basically what he said. And he will need somebody to translate it to him. I could use a little bit of help myself. Okay, let's go inside.
Tak tohle je určitě doupě správce stadionu. Dveře nechal otevřený, břídil jeden. Halo, je tu někdo? Nikde ani živáčka. Až přijde do práce, tak si s ním musím promluvit.
This is the room of the manager who takes care of the stadium. He left the doors open, which is not entirely good. And he will have to talk with him when they see one another. Alright. What do we got here? We have the machine to put off fires? Fire extinguisher? Is it word? Yes.
Sněhovej hasící přístroj.
Yeah.
Na škole jsme si s ním chladili pivo.
That while being at school they used it to cool down their beer. Okay. A bottle. Let's take it.
Ohnivá voda. No to se
Firewater.
těžko říct, jestli se to pije nebo leje do rakety.
Difficult to say if you are supposed to drink it or pour it inside of a racket. Let's take what's inside of this drawer.
Prázdnej.
Nothing.
Cívka z měděných drátů. Beru, hned se cítím líp.
Basically there are cables of... Oh. Let's see. Copper cables. We will see if we can use them eventually.
Svazek drátů. Nejspíš se používají jako startovací kabely. Ty se hodí.
Yeah. There are more cables and those apparently serve to jumpstart vehicles.
Prázdný.
And another empty door. Then we have this box, which seems
S
locked.
masivním zámkem.
Yeah, it has a massive lock. And he is not strong enough to open it.
Sakra.
Damn it.
Nepovolíš. Musím najít klíč.
It's not gonna move. I have to find a key. Right. It's a box with stools. A breakfast that has been half eaten.
Rozjedená snídaně. Káva ještě teplá.
Warm coffee.
Takže pan správce dneska do práce nepřijde. On už tu je.
Yeah, the manager is already here.
Přestává líbit. Nemohlo se
He is kind of starting to worry that something happened to him,
Jste tady?
like him being abducted by aliens, and he wants to go somewhere else. Yeah, getting afraid aliens would be bad. So, anything else here? Yeah, computer.
Ale to snad není možný. Na tom monitoru snad někdo svačil. Ten je špinavej.
A dirty computer screen. It's impossible to read because somebody's eaten. Yeah, basically somebody is kind of using it as a plate or something like that. Can you clean it up? Okay, we have still the trunks. Let's try to use the firewater, perhaps. It's not working. Okay, let's try to use the cloth. clean up the screen.
Tak a je to. Konečně je něco vidět.
Yeah, finally something possible to see.
Počítač neboli kompjútr. Tak ho zapnem.
Let's turn the PC on.
Dauvajs, moje oči.
Ouch, my eyes.
Barev jak v
So many colors. Like the 16th chapter.
No nic, co pak to tu máme? Složka X. Jako
Folder X.
zkušenej datový vědec vím, že tohle se nikdy nemaže, ale vždycky otevře.
Yeah, he's saying that like an experienced data scientist, he knows that he should open the folder instead of deleting it.
Jako z jinýho světa. Monika exkluzivně. Versáčko je předražený šunt, akcie firmy padají dolů. Tak pán je evidentně fanoušek slečny Moniky a já jsem tímto ukončil datový průzkum. Jsou to už samý trapný technický data, JPEGy žádný. Vypínám. V tomhle by se teda prase vyznalo.
So basically the manager is kind of fan of some lady, Monica, and there were articles mentioning her and some kind of papers that were falling down in price. And then he was complaining that there aren't any more pictures to see, only data files, which is disgusting, like a big pen. Okay. We dealt with this. What do we have in here? It seems like that if the guide can be trusted, there are no more items that can interact with the stuff inside.
Tak to zavání prokrastinací. Rychle pryč. Na Meganet bude dost času jindy.
Yeah, we should not be wasting time looking at the internet, apparently, to him. Mr. Jumbo. Oh. The neighbor lady has a number there. Let's see. Basically, we have taken a look at everything here, I guess. So perhaps time to move outside. What do we got here? We needed a ladder to reach the camera, I think. But yet again, the space is not giving me any hints what to do. Cable. I picked up a few cables.
A hele, tady od té kamery vede ten kabel do boudy. Měl bych zjistit, kde končí.
Oh, so the cable is kind of leaving the camera and coming inside of the room. Perhaps it unlocked another option inside. Let's take a look at the cable again.
Tak kam pak to vede?
And it's leading straight to the computer.
Vede do počítače. No jasně, správce si do počítače stahuje záznamy z kamery. Že?
Yeah.
Netřeba.
The ladder is not necessary because the manager is actually downloading the footage inside of the computer. And it's kind of interesting that when we looked there first time, there was nothing else outside of the Lady Monica. No tak jako umím česky, když jsem Čech.
Power on. A hele, jsou tu záznamy z kamer. Teď jsem to říkal, tak se podíváme.
Oh look, it's a camera footage.
Ale ne, ten trouba si to zahesloval. Tak
oh no, it has a password.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Let's try 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nic.
Nothing.
Že by třeba řepa?
Let's try turnip.
Ne.
Nope.
Je to vlastně Anglán. Fuck.
He is Englishman. Fuck.
Taky nic.
Nothing.
To heslo neuhádnu.
I am not gonna guess the password. Without the manager, I am basically in sec. I'm screwed, yeah. Could there be a hint, perhaps? Like, I would guess that the password could be related to the lady Monica he was talking about. Can you try that? Is there an interaction point that would trigger it? I mean, can you try the name of the woman? Come on, you can't. Seriously. Okay. So, we have to find the manager and also find out the password. That's gonna be difficult. No interaction points here inside of the inventory. Any hints round? Probably not. What else do I have here? Does it help if I actually pick it up first before using instructions? No. Well, would it be possible to read this? Probably not. I was wondering if there isn't something written there. But yeah, seems like there's something. Anything else in the room? No. Okay, could we somehow open up the box? You have the screw. No, you do no longer have the screwdriver. Could you open it up with the cables? I mean, okay, let's try to break it up with the extinguisher. It's okay, not gonna work. What about this? Molotov cocktail. No, that's not gonna work. Alright, what else could be done? Can you kind of merge it? I guess not. Well, there would be interaction points, in my opinion. I'm not entirely sure yet how exactly it works. We'll have to get used to it. Here's a fabric. So, it hasn't helped at all getting inside, even after finding the camera. Where is the manager? Oh, couldn't he be inside of the vibrating trash? I mean, is it large enough? Let's see. Could a person get stuck inside? We are not getting any hints. Let's try. Come on. Try to. No.
Halo, pane správče.
Jo,
he is there.
Hele, on tam fakt je.
He is really there?
Se vás nahledal.
Oh man, I've been looking for you. Why are you hiding inside of the rubbish bin? Get out.
Tak teď je zrovna nejvhodnější chvíle hrát si na včelu.
This isn't the time to play a bee.
zařád, jsem tu nahej.
Oh, he is naked inside.
Nahej.
Why are we naked?
Aha, vám je zima a potřebujete zahřát.
He is cold and needs to warm up.
To jsem taky poznal, to je autíčko.
It's we're playing a car. He's crazy from the cold. Okay, can we warm him up with the firewater? That would be my guess. Okay, we are supposed to free the guy. No. Let's see. These are the tools that I can use to get the guy outside. What's gonna happen? Not entirely sure. We can use this here.
Dobrý, ale ta cívka tam nebude držet.
Yeah, it will not hold. I'm not entirely sure what the idea is, even though he is complimenting it. So we need to somehow attach it. Can you merge it with the... No? Okay, it's not gonna work. Let's try the magnetic thing. Come on.
Drží tam pěkně.
Alright, so this holds. And now we can try this item.
Snad jí ten magnet udrží.
Let's hope the magnet will hold the thing. I actually don't know a word. Right, let's take a look in the dictionary finally.
No.
Okay, it can be translated as spool or inductor. Spool, yeah, I kind of remember that I've seen the word. Like I said, this is not really a comfortable situation for me to translate this way. But I'm trying my best, I promise. So, what we managed to do is get this to it. And we are supposed to somehow either open the trash bin or
No.
to drag the cable somewhere. What's next? Next we have... It's not giving me any hints here. So apparently it doesn't seem like I'll be able to do anything with it. I can pick it up. That's not gonna help much. Wow, do you think we could actually use the lawn mower to open up the trash can?
Kvalitní sekačka s velkou baterkou na kombinovaný pohon. To bys...
Can we take the battery from it? You know, to use the battery to kind of warm up the trash can.
No.
Because this is not giving me hints. Okay, we can use it now. Perhaps it will work. Oh yes, we can use it to get to the trash.
Můžeme sekačkou dojet ke koši.
Yeah, we can do it. It's kind of slightly problematic that the interactions change through the story, because originally it was about not being able to cut the grass, right? Now I actually was able to use it to get here. Now we have to connect it with the trash can, I guess.
No.
Use it to... Okay. We can use it to actually cut the grass, but it would not work. Let's see. We can use this. The wire. And use the battery. Okay. No.
Jsem dráty na sekačku.
Okay, we attached the wires to the lawnmower. Can we kind of jump start it? Perhaps now we can cut the grass.
Sekat se nebude.
No, we cannot. Well, we kind of need to either try to drag the trash can away or to warm it up with the battery. But how do we do that? We have no interactions inside of the inventory, it seems. Oh, there is option to use the cables. Yeah, now we can warm up the guy inside.
To se mi zase něco povedlo. Koš se
Yeah,
bude
good job.
zahřívat postupně a pan správce mezi tím rozmrzne.
Yeah, the manager will warm up eventually.
To bych si mohl dát patentovat.
He's thinking about
No,
making
tak to
a
stačí, ať ho zase úplně neuškodím.
copyright claim for this invention.
Tak co? Už je vám teplo, pane správce?
Are you alright now?
Je to lepší.
Yeah, it's better. Thank you.
A kdo vy vlastně jste?
Who are you?
Jsem elitní detektiv z Čech, Mr. Pankrác, ale
Yeah.
to teď není důležité.
Elite detective from the Czech Republic.
Člověče,
But it's not
že
important.
se nestydíte, co vás to napadlo líst nahatej do koše.
Why would you get naked inside of the rubbish can?
Jak to...
Tak to vyklopte, ať tu nejsme do
Fill it
večera.
up. We don't have time till evening.
Brzo ráno do práce, tak jsem tu našel rozvrtaný trávníček a tenhle bordel. Ani jsem nedosvačil a hned se pustil do úklidu. Jenže najednou mi to... No... Zmizely mi šaty.
Oh, his clothes have disappeared during the morning cleanup.
Opravdu, věřte mi. Stál jsem na hřišti s hráběma a bez gatí.
Jasný. A pak vás nenapadlo nic lepšího, než si vlízt tady do koše, co?
To nenapadlo. Zahlédl jsem, jak se podél hrazení plíží nějaká ženská. Nemám se za co stydět, ale producírovat se nahej před ženskýma nemám ve zvyku.
Yeah, some kind of woman was going around
A co
the
tady ta
place,
ženská
and
dělala?
so he decided to hide inside of the
Po
bin.
chvilce se rozklepal zimou.
Dobře, dostanu vás ven. Napadá mě, že bych ale napřed potřeboval heslo k vašemu počítači.
We need a
Určitě tam
password
najdu
to the
nějaký
computer.
použitelný záběry tý ženský.
Tatínek mi vždycky říkal, že nemám důvěřovat lidem, které sotva znám. Takže vám řeknu heslo teprve tehdy, až mě dostanete ven.
Maminka, tatínek, no dobře, zkusím vás dostat ven. Ale na to potřebuju nářadí a bedna je zamčená.
Klíče jsem měl v kapse, ale upadly mi, když mi zmizely šaty.
A pro hledání klíčů na fotbalovém hřišti vám nedala třeba babička nějakou radu?
Babička ne, ale dědeček říkal, když si ztratil klíče, tak je všechno.
Stačí.
Alright, so we need the password to get inside of the computer for footage of the woman who was walking around the stadium. And the guy inside the trash can told us that his father is saying that he should not trust strangers. So firstly we need to get him outside of the can. Now the police guy is making fun of him, of course, if his grandmother haven't said anything, because we are looking for keys to the box with tools so that we could get him outside of the trash. No, grandmother says nothing, but the grandfather has a saying that when you lose your keys, then you are in female loins, basically. That's the translation. Basically screwed. Okay. So we are looking for the keys. Let's see if there is an interaction point somewhere. No, come on, stop this. Switching between computers can get difficult at times. Alright, so yes, this definitely seems like an option. Yeah, strong magnet could perhaps be used to locate the key for the box with tools. But where could could we attach it to the mover and then just ride around till the keys get, Yeah.
Magnet, kov, klíče, pankráci, to by mohlo být.
Yes,
Dám
this
magnet
could work.
na dno a klíček se k němu přichytí.
We will attach it from the bottom to the mover and perhaps the key will be found. Okay, let's ride. Look for the keys.
Tak jdem na to. Snad ty klíče najdu.
Let's do it. Hopefully I will find the keys. And here we go, actually cutting the grass. Finally. Took a while.
Tak to ne. Ta sekačka je hrozně pomalá. To bych typoval tak na 500 let.
Yeah, it's too slow.
Souru nějak zrychlit.
It will take 500 years. Well, it's not that large, come on. But our task now is to speed up the mover somehow. Like, with this? Can you imagine? I'm not sure it would be much faster, is it? No, it perhaps with this. Firewater. Okay. So we will try the content of the bottle on the mover.
Jo, to by mohlo zrychlit.
Yeah, that
bych nejdřív
could
zjistit,
speed
co
it
v té
up.
lávě přesně je, aby mi ta sekačka nebouchla pod zadkem.
I should probably figure out what's inside of the bottle to avoid the mover exploding under my arse. Okay, let's ask the guy inside of the trash. Let's try this.
Šéfe, potřeboval bych tu vaší sekací želvu krapet popohnat.
Ja.
Nešlo by to s tím?
I need to speed up your moving turtle.
Myslíte, že odsud něco vidím?
Jo, jasně, je to taková láhev s nakreslenýma plamenama.
I have a bottle with
Byla
flames.
u vás na stole.
It was on your table.
No, to je moje medicína.
Tak
Oh,
to
medicine.
vyprávějte holubům. Smrdí to jak nějaký raketový palivo.
It stinks like a rocket fuel.
Vydrží. Echt slivovice 80%. Vozí mý kamarád tam od vás, z Čečenska.
Jo, z Čečenska. To by co vysvětlovalo. A co nevypijou, házej na tanky, co? V každém případě by to mohlo vylepšit výkon té coury.
Basically his friend from an Eastern European country sent him the alcoholic drink, and he's making a joke that what they do not finish drinking up, they throw at things. Oh, it's quite sad. Okay, so perhaps it could work now? What do you think? Let's pour it inside.
80% alkohol jí určitě zrychlí a nebouchne.
Yeah.
Nejdi a neuškoď. Maršál, Maninov.
Go inside, but do not cause damage.
Tak uvidíme.
We will see. No? Can you kind of use it? Go. Search for the keys.
To snad ty klíče najdu.
Hopefully we will find the keys. Oh.
No to byla jízda teda.
What a ride!
Tak co? Přichytili se klíče?
So, do we have the keys? Yes.
Jupí, klíče jsou na světě.
Keys are alive! Yay. What an amazing twist. So now with the keys, I can go inside to open the box with the tools.
Klíčem už to půjde v pohodě.
With the key, it should work fine.
Byl tam pilník a mucholapka. No tohle vážně musel zamykat do bedny. Tak to musí být nějaká hodobožová mucholapka. Jiný vysvětlení proto nemám.
He's saying that it's hard to explain why would somebody look inside a nail filer. Is it filer or filer? I'm not sure. Basically, you know what I mean. And also second item was basically this. A trap for flies. Why would anybody lock it inside? Hard to tell. It must be really luxurious mouse trap. A mouse. Fly trap. So, now with the file, we should be able to get the... Whoa, what's... Basically open it up.
Tak,
What's the word?
žijeme pilník naví kokoše a pan správce bude moct ven.
Is it something like hot shit?
Tak už můžete ven. Musíte se víc snažit, pane správče.
Cover cap.
Pro mě oblečení.
Nemám,
Lit, yeah,
říkal
lit is
se
probably the best
dostat
word.
ven.
Šaty jsem myslel samo sebou, přeci tady nebudu pobíhat na...
Yeah.
Byla by mi zima a navíc ani vámi si nemůžu být jistý. Kdo ví, jaké máte choutky?
Oh.
Jo, očumovat zmrzlýho dětka, to byl vždycky
Basically,
můj sen.
he needs clothes because he is afraid that I would get horny looking at him. Most definitely, I'm not gonna get excited looking at an old guy undressed. Though, yeah, the mission is to find something he could wear. Do I... Okay, I have the boxers still. You want them?
Ne, svoje trenky nedám. Přeci tady nebudu lítat na ostro.
Oh, he is not gonna give up his boxers. Whoa. We have this. Let's take a look at hint. If it will work. Okay, all these items have interaction points. Let's try this fabric.
Říkal v oblečení, ne kousek hadříku.
Uh-huh, he told me he needs clothes, not a piece of fabric. Should I makeshift clothing somehow? Doesn't seem like it. Does he want this? Nothing. I don't know. Can we somehow create something he could wear out of the stuff we have? Probably not. Any ideas? Let's take inside. Yeah, take a look inside. There is the food. He is not gonna be able to wear food, I think. We already looked through the drawers and there was nothing. The box is empty now. Like, could we shop online?
Dokud nebudu znát
Zare.
heslo, je zbytečný něco zkoušet.
Yeah, without the password it will not work. So, it does not seem promising at the moment. Could he use the sign?
Transparent.
Likely not. There are no clues around. Okay, let's take a look inside here. He is not gonna give up his boxers, so it has to be apparently done with one of these two items, but it's not interacting in any way. This hasn't worked, but it's the only interaction point. So what's the point? No, I can give this. Oh, this is crazy. So I'm basically gonna create a new ultimate designed collection out of this metallic trash
Tak
can.
bacha, něco mě napadlo. Pane správče, šaty tady žádný neseženu, ale nevadil by vám apartní plechovej kabátek?
Jakýže kabátek?
Uvidíte, bude se
I'm
vám
gonna
to
make him a
líbit.
coat from the trash can.
Tak co tomu říkáte, to je super, ne?
Jo, je to parádní. V rozkroku to trošku draplá, ale hlavně když...
Yeah.
Co zás? Furt jenom zdržujete.
Když tady vzadu je taková tyč a já se nemůžu ani pohnout.
Člověče, co by za takovouhle krásnou tyč jiný chlapi dali?
To sice jo, ale její přikovanost mě silně omezuje v pohybu.
No dobře, zkusím s tím něco udělat.
He is complaining about the trash can kind of hurting his balls, alright? But the main point is that the pole the trash can is connected to is stopping him from moving. So we have to free the trash can from the pole. Most likely is this again.
Tak, do třetice všeho dobrýho.
Third time the charm.
Nějaký pevný materiál, ani se to nehne. Musím přestat, abych si ten pilník nezničil.
Okay. It's made from a material that's too strong, so we have to stop to avoid busting the file. Perhaps the extinguisher could soften it up? I mean, I don't know, it's just an idea. Do you think it could work?
Neortodoxní použití hasicího přístroje. Snad se to povede.
He's basically saying that it's kind of unique way of using the fire extinguisher and hopefully it will work. Now, with the material being cooled down, perhaps the fire could work?
Tak co teď? Bude to lepší?
Is this better? It is.
Hurá! Teď už to
Hooray!
šlo. A navíc
It was
mi
easy.
zůstala kovová dutá tyč, nejlepší kamarádka při návštěvě vykřičený čtvrti.
And on top of that, he has the kind of hollow pole left, which is the best friend when visiting the red light district. Alright, so can I now get the password for the computer?
Tak hajdy do boudy a to heslo. A nechci už slyšet nic o maminkách, tetičkách, švagrech a podobně.
Don't speak
Heslo
about...
MABK.
Tak to by mě nenapadlo. To vám poradil strejček?
Ne, to je podle Moniky Black. Módní ikona, jsem její velký fanoušek.
To už vím, ale proč MABK? To zní spíš jako jméno křovácký válečnice.
První a poslední písmeno každého slova.
Jo tak, už chápu. Díky, jdu to prověřit.
Alright, basically the password is MABK and it's really named after the Lady Monica, which he has inside of the computer. It's the first and last letter of each word. And also, he was threatening him to not speak about his family members anymore. Yeah. Let's go inside. Finally, we will get the footage.
Tak heslo MABK.
Yeah. MABK.
To je ono, ale pozor,
That's it.
záznamy z noci chybí.
But
Jak je
the
to možný,
footage
když
from
ve
the
zprávách
night
měli ten snímek?
disappeared.
Kamera musela fungovat.
How is it possible when the
Určitě
news
si
had the
tady
footage?
někdo hrál.
Somebody
Stejně
has
jsou tady jen
been here
snímky z
before.
dnešního rána.
There are only records from this morning.
Správce přišel do práce
Yeah,
a
that's
dal
the
se
manager.
do klidu.
He started cleaning up,
Tady
and
je
here
a
he is
šaty
naked.
nikde. Co je
And
to
the
za
clothes are gone.
Hele, nějaká ženská.
And
Mistr
here is some
naturalista
kind of woman.
skáče do koše.
And the Mr. Naturalist jumped inside of the trash.
V hadrech ohledává místo činu. A hele, to jsou anténky, co má na hlavě.
Oh,
jak nějaká mimozemská
look at her kind of
MB, co má na
stuff
zádech.
coming
To
out
je
from
jako
her head.
Co? Tak nic. To je všechno.
What is the word?
Tady jsem
Antlers, perhaps?
skončil. Stáhnu si to do mobilu a zavolám Jumbovi.
Alright, we will download this and call Jumbo.
Dobrý den, pankráci.
Zdravím vás, pane Jumbo. Začíná se to
Greetings,
rýsovat.
Mr. Jumbo.
Na stadioně
It's developing.
byla v inkriminovanou chvíli další osoba a já bych potřeboval zjistit, kdo to je.
Jak to víte?
Našel jsem záznam z kamery. Posílám vám to.
I'm sending you a record from the camera. There was a
ještě
woman
něco. Objevil jsem na
during the crime
kousek
period.
zvláštní látky. Taky by mohla mít mimozemský původ. Všem, včetně správce, zmizely šaty, ale tenhle prevít se zachoval. Musí to být sakra odolný materiál.
Podívejte, to s těma šatama a sekretářema je nějaká blbost. Mně jde hlavně o to letadlo, ale vyslovuji vám pochvalu, nesmíme nic podcenit a každá maličkost může být důležitá. Díky.
Yeah, every detail could be of importance.
Dobře, díky a naschle.
He was also talking about the piece of fabric that stayed here despite all other kind of clothes disappearing. Now, the client thinks that the thing about the nude people and clothes is kind of stupid, and what's important is the aircraft. But yeah, every detail could be important. So, what do we do now? We have to find additional clues. Anything else in the
Už tam
computer?
nic nepotřebuju.
We do not need anything more from it, so let's continue. Here.
Co to zase bzučí?
Oh, another call.
A volá pan Jumbo.
Jumbo's calling.
Tak co pak pro
What's
mě
up?
máte?
Já věděl, že jste ESO. Pár hodin a fantasticky jste s tím pohnul.
Však jste říkal, že jsem jednička all
He is
inclusive,
praising me.
ne?
Jistě, takže ta dáma na tom obrázku je známá módní blogerka Monica Black.
Oh, the lady is actually the Monica
Někde
Black
slyšel. No jasně,
the manager was talking
správce mi
about.
o ní říkal a měl v počítači články s fotkama.
She is famous blogger about fashion.
Nebude vůbec odsud. Její výstupy na internetu vypadají, jako by byla z jiné planety.
It looks like she might be an alien,
Planety pak musela přiletět tím strojem. Když
so
nám
it
Moniku
probably got here
ukázali stroj,
inside of the aircraft.
Pankráci, s vámi je radost spolupracovat.
Yeah.
Teď mě dobře poslouchejte. Zjistili jsme, kde ta ženská bydlí. Jestli je to mimo...
So we know where the woman lives.
Extrémně nebezpečná. Ale je to naše nejlepší stopa k tomu stroji. Zvládnete jí...
It might be extremely dangerous, but it's the best
Bydlí v bytovém
track
domě v
towards the
ulici. Povězte
aircraft.
se na ní a zkuste zjistit, co má za lubem.
Jasná věc, zjistím, skonfrontuju, najdu stroj, užiju si se slepičkovou. Zatím naschle.
No, nashledanou, pane Pankráci.
Alright, so we will figure it
Tak jedem do
out
Paříže.
and then he will have
Musím
time
tu
for the
Moniku najít.
wife of his neighbor.
Pojďte, doprovodím vás do nemocnice.
Raději bych do železářství.
Pozor, londýnská policie dorazila.
Okay, London police.
No, není to ten slavný detektiv.
Oh, if it isn't the famous detective with the robots for help. The advancement cannot be stopped.
A vy běžte radši rozdávat pokuty za parkování.
Yeah.
ano?
Ale jistě. Hádám, že UFO nikde, co?
Ustupte, prosím, jsme na odchodu.
Zajisté. Jen račte, sire. Uvolněte cestu. Rytíř Jouda a jeho věrný droid odcházejí.
Knight and
Tak jsme tady.
droid are leaving, but that's what the policeman was saying.
Parčík, tohle je poslední místo, kde bych čekal mimozemskou agentku. I ten nejlepší
nice
špioň
spark.
udělá chybu a já ji najdu. Mimochodem, ta šipečka na kraji obrazovky znamená, že když k ní přijdu, pozadí se bude posouvat dál.
Okay, so this arrow means that when I get there, it will move when I get there. Okay. Yeah, he is basically singing retarded songs here. It's some sort of like a parody for children singing. And it's... Alright. I'm gonna say it. It's slightly racist. The, you know, the accent. Now, I know my vocabulary may not be entirely perfect too, but yeah, that's what it is. It's Czech humor. That's the way people speak. So, we should probably check out all the points that are here. There are legs in the bush.
Dobrý den.
Пошел ты нахуй, дурак.
Stručné a výstižné.
The legs were speaking Russian. Is that you?
Ty soše něco.
Yeah, it's missing something. What could it be? Perhaps the head.
Už vím. Jo, a taky chybí hlava.
Oh.
Dílek bez hlavy. Na tobě se, kamaráde, taky někdo vyřádí.
Yeah. He's basically saying that it's an angel without a head and somebody had great fun with it. Fun or fountain.
Takový se dneska už moc neviděj.
It's beautiful, hard to see during this modern time. Here is a frog.
Žába, kouká nějak obojživelně nebo co?
Yeah. That it's looking like it can kind of live both inside of the water and land. That was the joke. Let's talk with this Korean.
Zdravím, mistře. Máte na písničky? Ano, rád si
Do you like
zaspívám.
songs? Yeah.
zpívat nám tady je místo jen pro jednoho chutebníka.
Oh, wow. You think I should go sing somewhere else because there is room only for one musician at this spot? Alright, it seems... Let's take a look at the tree.
Strom.
Tree. And this should be some drunkard, perhaps?
Dobrý den, všiml jsem si, že je celá ulice plná zahraničních umělců. Co tady performujete vy?
Ležím u popelnic, ty kreténe, co asi performuju.
Vy nejste umělec?
Ne, já jsem tu jedinej normální. Prostě obyčejnej šmírák z křoví. Ale všechny moje schovky jsou obsazeny těma agentama. Všechny nás monitorujou. Z vesmíru,
Wow.
I ten holub na stromě je zpravodajský. Naštěstí já mám klobouk vycpanej alobalem, takže jsem v pohodě.
Děkuju, nenechte se rušit. Vypadá to spíš, že má hlavu vycpanou alobalem.
So, basically, I was asking him, if he is performing something in this street filled with foreign artists, and he told me he's the only sane person in here, and that he likes to kind of peek at other people. But unfortunately, all the bushes are filled up with agents. So he has to be next to the trash. But fortunately, his hat includes kind of aluminium layer that protects him against the spying from space and stuff. Yeah, he's kind of nuts. Trash.
Důkladný prohledání popelnice je základ. I mimozemská agentka musí přece vynášet odpadky. Třeba něco najdu.
Even the alien agent from space might have trash, so perhaps I could find something valuable in it. Alright, there is trash.
Nějakej bordel, to jsem si moc nepomohl. Vypadá to stejně jako ostatní.
It looks like the rest. Oh. What's the word? Sweeping tool. Yeah, broom. Broom is the word I was looking for.
Zlomený koště.
Broken broom. It's useless. Oh, that's basically spoiled cheese. And yet again, the whoa, what was it? Inductor, one of the words. Funnily enough, that's the one I remember. It's not the second one, which would make more sense, I think. Yeah, spool was the word that I wanted to use originally. Let's take it. No, we do not need it anymore, apparently. And broken bottle.
Rozbitá láhev, ty okraje jsou ale hodně ostrý, to by se mohlo.
Yeah, it has sharp edges, so perhaps it could be useful. Huh? And there are some computer parts.
Spálený obvody.
And they are fried. Useless. Okay. Bones from a fish.
Rybí kostra z kousky masa, to je na prd. Leda, kdybych chtěl nakrmit nějakou kočku.
Yeah. It's useless aside from feeding up a cat or something. What's the word? Spinach or something like that? Basically a spoiled veggie.
Fuj, zbytek schnilýho špenátu. Fuj, to ne, to ne.
It's awful. Alright, a piece of dumbbell.
Tohleto vypadá na nesplněný novoroční předsevzetí.
Yeah.
S tím se tahat
Looks like somebody has given up their New Year's resolution.
Tohleto vypadá...
Yeah. Let's try again. Broken mirror.
Rozbitý zrcátko. To přináší neštěstí.
That brings misfortune. I will leave it here. And we have little.
Provázek vypadá celkem pevně, ten si vemu.
Looks strong. I will take it. Oh, a Jewish book. Oh, okay, I'm stupid. It's actually Pupil's book. It's almost same thing, but never mind. There is a sign that basically means vagina. and I kind of assumed too much right now. So basically it's pupils record book that records their marks. That's cool.
Žákovská knížka John Ellis. Poznámka. Při příchodu do školy se John ptal školníka. Hlídáš, Azore, hlídáš? A dále o panu řediteli prohlásil, že vypadá jako slabomyslný idiot, ačkoliv ten za to přece nemůže. Žádám o přísné potrestání. Erna Walker, třídní učitelka. Pěkný uličník. A co máme na další straně? To vypadá na vyjádření toho žáka k poznámce. Pěkný kosočtverec. Radši to stopím, aby to Erna náhodou nenašla. My uličníci si musíme pomáhat.
Yeah. So basically the people was making fun of the janitor and of the school principal, and then painted a symbol of vagina on the next page. So to protect him, I'm taking it with me, I guess. And it seems like I have now everything. So we have the vulgar painting with us from the school book. Or, I would translate it freely, something like mark recorder or something like that. Is there even a word for it? It can be translated as pupiller or something like that. Maybe, maybe not. But that's what the dictionary is showing me. Oh, well. Okay. Oh boy, this character is annoying. So what do we have here next? Garage?
Garáže. Kdybych tu měl svý létající auto, hned bych si jednu pronajmul.
If I would have my flying car here, I would rent one. Cars?
To jsou fára. Mercedesy, super žihadla. Ty tvary, ta síla.
Yeah, he's basically getting excited that the cars are fast and awesome.
Kochám, než je zakážou.
Yeah. That he should better enjoy them quickly because they might be banned soon. Yeah. So what's this?
Hele, ventilek, co bych tak...
Oh, yeah. He let some air out of the wheel. Basically saying that he loved doing that as a kid. Alright, next, let's take a look at this painter.
Zdravím, mistře.
Greetings, Miss. Okay, master.
Pokus na svoji tvorbu.
Ten je teda pěkně nerudnej.
Yeah, he needs to focus on his creation, so I shouldn't bother him.
Kde jsou výrostci, tam jsou žvejkačky.
Bubblegums under the bench.
Ale je úplně suchá a vůbec nelepí, takže k ničemu.
But unfortunately, it's dry and it doesn't stick at all, so it's useless. But I have it here. I have it here. Dry bubblegum. Oh, there are actually items that can be used for something. That's interesting. Yeah. Our task is to find Monica Black. Let's try drink.
Tak tady bydlí slečna Monika. Zvonit
Yeah,
na zvonek
lady
nebudu,
lives
to by byla
here.
školácká chyba.
It would be a mistake to
Zjistím
use the ring
informace
bell.
z okolí a pak přistoupím na přímou konfrontaci.
First, I should look for information from the surrounding area. Something drawn. This is basically an insult for the lady who is looking and observing everything. She's compared to the camera.
Krásný den, my lady.
Konečně pravý gentleman.
Yeah, what the real gentleman.
Ano, zajisté.
You can tell I'm a real lady.
Jak se dnes máte?
Pěkně nahoru.
How are you today?
Celá ulice je plná těch sexuálních loudilů.
The whole street is full of sexual deviants.
Se na to fuchty z prvního patra. Ale co mě sejří nejvíc, jsou ty vochcaný rohy. Já se na to můžu Jestli se ještě někdo přiblíží k domu, tak vypukne Armageddon.
She is pissed that they are using the building as a toilet.
Co vás k nám přivádí?
Wow, jistě, já jsem jen obchodní cestující. Nashledanou. Tak pozor, bába i vejpitka jsou místní a stěžujou si na ty cizince. Vejpitka je mimo, ale na každém šprochu pravdy trochu. Podívám se jim na zoubek. K tomu baráku se stejně radši přibližovat nebudu. Na první pohled idylka, ale v prvním patře mimozemská agentka a v přízemí odjištěná termonukleární bomba.
So, he was basically saying that only these two are people living here, and they are complaining about the foreigners who are occupying the street. Then we have the alien agent who lives on this floor. And we should better not get near to the building, because there is some sort of thermonuclear bomb. Oh, a cat! What about the fishbone?
Kočka paní domácí, radši nechám bejt.
I should not bother the cat. Alright, there are...
Květinovej zád.
Flowers.
Tady se někdo stará.
And somebody's taking care of it really well. Okay. So it seems like I got through everything in here. What about the bird? The bird is just there. Weird bird with a head. What if I take a look at the trash again? There was the skeleton of fish. Perhaps it will be useful now.
Rybí kostra z kousky masa, to je na prd.
Seems like... Can you take... Visit? No. Apparently these two items can somehow be used. That's weird.
Přilepím tam žvejkačku, abych to mohl někde vylepit jako plakát.
Oh, let's use it as a poster.
Ta žvejka je úplně suchá.
But it's completely dry. The bubblegum. I don't know, can you just spit on it or something? Or, oh, wait, there is the fountain, right? So let's go to the fountain.
Krásná.
Yeah. Could I do this? Yes, I can wet the bubblegum.
Tak, teď snad bude aspoň trošku lepit.
Let's hope it will stick at least a little bit.
Přilepím tam žvejkačku, abych to mohl někde vylepit jako plak. Super, povedlo se.
Now I can use this most likely near the window is the lady. That's my first kind of guess. Okay.
Kočka, paní.
No. Can I? Okay. It seems like that was kind of incorrect hunch. So I cannot use it on anything. Yeah, nothing. Double click moves him quickly, that's good. Do you see an interaction point where I could stick this? Doesn't seem like so. So let's take a look. What else can I use? Broken glass and fly trap cannot be merged. Statue without head. That would be funny. But it's not possible. Apparently, these things can be used. Have I just seen a kind of interaction point here? Oh, I can actually use it to write something inside of the tree.
Tak třeba Láďa miluje Máňu.
Basically some kind of guy name loves female name. If I were not a detective, I would be basically ruffian or something. So,
Strom, do kterého nějaký vandal vyril nápis.
Yeah, somebody has. Oh, somebody has made a hole inside of it, and now there is the. What's the word? The tree blood. Dew. Yeah. Raisin, that's the word. Can I gather it perhaps for later use? Okay.
Teďka už by snad mohla fungovat.
Perhaps the fly trap will now work. Could I use it with the frog?
No chytat žábu na mucholapku, to je teda nápad. Možná kdyby na ní byly mouchy.
Yeah, catching a frog with the fly trap, what an idea. Perhaps if there were flies caught inside of it. There aren't any more interaction points. What if I look inside of the trash again? Would there be a chance to use something? No. We will just go through it in case some sort of interaction would show up. Seems like that's not the case. So there is still this thing that can be used, but apparently okay, I'm here. If I take this out, the only interaction point though seems like is with the frog. Let's try to talk with the guy again.
Teď nevím, co bych se ho ptal.
Yeah, nothing to ask. We cannot, or can we? Yeah, only thing that can do something is this, but what to do? Could I catch the bird? No.
Promiňte, že ruším, mistře, ale zaslechl jsem, že malířství není hlavní zdroj vaší obživy.
Cože? Vy nevidíte, jaký jsem tu udělal masterpiece?
No, paní si na ten váš masterpiece za rohem celkem stěžovala.
He is basically saying that the old lady is complaining about him, that it's not his main job to be an artist. And he kind of concluded that the threats were artistic enough so that I should leave him to create the stuff. Let's speak with this Korean guy.
Zdravíčko, pane. Jak vás tak sleduju, tak mi někoho připomínáte. Jednoho tajného. Připomíná?
Yeah, that I am reminded of Secret Agent.
Nejlepší imitátor Johna Lennona, proto mne velký soustruh vyslal jsem na misi. Na misi? Jistě, moje mise je přinést lidem radost a lásku do uška. Aha, tak nic.
Apparently his mission is to bring love and happiness to people's ears. What about the legs?
Dobrý den.
Da?
Aha, pán není zdejší.
Mr. isn't from here. Now he speaks Russian.
Ide tvoje misa.
Kakat já muset misa нет. Já zrobím bobek za rogom zemlянky.
To nedoporučajet. Baba atomičnaja jest před balšájím výbuchom. Nebo ty agent sekretný?
Нет.
Radši už ho nebudu rušit. Člověk je nervózní, když má nabito ve střevech. Tak nic, venku víc nezjistím. Monika Black je fakt opatrná. Baba ne baba, musím zkusit zazvonit.
Alright, so there were some sort of jokes about the guy, the Russian spy, having full bladder, and it could be explosive, so I should not disturb him because he is kind of in bad position. Of course, he kind of haven't admitted it to be a Russian spy. So we have to risk the rage of the lady in the window and try to use the bell because there are no more information outside of the building.
Tak zazvoníme a uvidíme.
Yeah, we will try this and see.
Zvonku, jestli se přiblížíte k rohu baráku,
Or
tak se neznám.
Jistě, madám, už mizím. Tak nic, dokud tahle raketa míří na dveře, tak neprojdeš.
Yeah.
Musím tu babu nějak odlákat.
As long as the rocket is facing the doors, I will not be able to come through. So we have to kind of Perhaps use the cat somehow to get the attention of the lady.
Kočka paní domácí, radši nechám bejt.
Huh. He is saying that we should not bother the cat again. Alright, get rid of the granny. Could it be used on the cat? No.
Pionýrši, malované děti, nasedají do lotiček, jako šipka letí, nasedají.
Wonder if he could give me a few tips.
Teď nevím, co bych se...
No tips. Let's take a look at the trash again. Like, that is the fish bone that could be useful.
Cívku už ne...
No. Don't need it anymore. I don't think we need... Can you take it finally?
Rybí kostra s kousky masa, to je na prd.
Oh. We need it to get attention of the cat, I think. But unfortunately, that's not working. Yeah, it's gonna be used. Can we try to persuade her to let me go through?
Nevím, co bych jí...
No. That is the...
Výrostci si dělají s paní domácí srandu.
Somebody's making fun of her. Could we use now? No.
Až kukačka zakaká, kukačka už zakakala, má panenek zaplakala, kukačko už nekukej.
Do you see flies somewhere or something that could be used to get the frog?
Pionýrši, malované děti,
Žába, kouká nějak obojživé.
Yeah.
Kakal pes, cez ovec, cez lednou loutku, šel za ním myslivec, perko na klopouku, pejsek náš, poděláš.
What's up with the tire?
Nevíš sám, co dělám, chop a kakal dále.
I let some air out.
Pionýrši, malované.
A hele, ventilek, co bych tak...
Huh. And it happened again. Though it doesn't seem like it leads to anything. And I don't see any more interaction points aside from the frog.
No chytat žábu.
Yeah, it's not working. Any chance we could go somewhere else? No. Apparently, it seems like we are stuck inside of this street. Any plan? I wonder if it kind of counts the trash as well. No, it seems like this will probably not work. No interaction points. No interaction points. No interaction points. Okay. I'll just try to click through everything. Yeah.
Zlomený koště, na něm určitě...
Okay.
Fuj!
Let's see. Could I pick it up or something?
Jak to je na moři?
Oh, these are the flies.
Puťa, super, něco se nachytalo.
Alright. So it was actually the case, but I had no idea it had flies near the cheese spoil. So now we use it. This is the frog.
Tohle by mohlo vyjít.
This could work. And
paráda, vyšlo
Great,
to.
it worked. I now have the frog inside of my
Pionýrši,
pocket.
pionýrši, malované
What
děti.
do we do with the frog?
Nasedají do lotiček, jako
It doesn't have
šipka.
interaction point.
Letí, nasedají do lotiček, jako šipka letí.
So,
Kakal pes, ces ovec,
any
ces
chance
lednou loutku,
we
šel
could
jsem,
use the
myslivec,
frog
perko
to...
na klobouku,
Ew.
pejsek náš, poděláš, šest tak vesel stále, nevíš sám, co dělám, chop a kakal dále. Prsy, len se jeje, kam konicky pojebeme,
Alright.
pojebeme na luka.
I have a frog, but I have nothing to do with it. It doesn't show interaction points. So the frog apparently is useless at the moment.
Mistře, předtím jsme to uchopili za
Yeah.
špatný konec
Let's
štětce.
try again.
Vy mě tady přijdete jako jedinej rozumnej a takovej
Yeah, you seem like the only sane person in the street.
Tamhle s tou paní ve okně.
Could you help me with the old lady in the window?
Uměl, ale nechtěl.
Yeah.
Zadarmo, ani kuše nechrape. Já potřebuji...
He is not gonna help me for free.
Absolutní fokus a klid. Když mi pomůžete umlčet toho chlušného asijského chulvata, tak se o tom můžeme pobavit.
No dobrá, podívám se na to.
Alright, so he suggested that if I help him get rid of the annoyingly loud Asian guy, then he would help me get rid of the old lady in the window. Oh.
Příteli, mohl byste prosím vás přestat s tím zpíváním? Moje smysly jsou přehlceny
Friend,
a více
could you
pozitivní
stop
energie
singing?
už nemohu vstřebat.
I cannot handle any more positive energy.
Ale já
You
potřebuji
are the best.
chvilku na regeneraci.
But I need a little bit of time to recover.
Fláska do ouška, to jsou Slovaky, mouška. Přehlcené smysly jsou, zpívám jednu za druhou.
Aha, dobře, tak nic.
Basically, he sings one song after another.
Zastavím. To
And
bude chtít nějaký těžší kalibr.
yeah, we will not persuade him with talk, so he should kind of search for something stronger. Yep. So our mission is to stop his singing. There are not interaction points. Perhaps now?
Dobrý muži, jak jste mluvil o těch agentech, co vás k tomu přivedlo?
Great sir.
Opravdu zajímá? To
When you were talking about the agents,
všichni
what
posílají do blázince.
did you mean?
Tu máte. Dejte si se mnou vínko.
Uh-huh. He is offering me a wine.
To je milé. A ty agenti?
Nevím, jestli jsou agenti, ale koukaj mi na tu křepelku z prvního patra. Slečna Monika je národná šťabajzna. Štíhá jako proutek.
Yeah.
Mají na ní divný pohledy, takový agentský. A věřte mi, to já poznám.
Aha,
So basically he is kind of stalking the lady inside of the house, and I mean the young lady inside of the upper floor. And it for him seems that the agents around look weirdly at the basically Lady Monica. No, that's what he was saying. But he was happy that I'm like the only person who is not sending him to a madhouse. Wouldn't the Russian guy get rid of the Korean guy?
Znova to
Yeah, it will not work. Oh, that's the wine. Oh, I can give the wine to this Korean guy. Let's get him drunk.
Pozdravovat od pana malíře. Prý krásně hrajete, posílá vám trochu kvalitního francouzského vína.
French wine. So basically I told him that the painter is sending him the French wine.
Moc dobré. Myslíte, že si teď můžu dát chvíli pauzu? Nohy mi těžknou, oko také.
Jenom si chvíli odpočít.
Yeah, heavy legs,
Poškodil svůj
heavy eye.
hlas.
He is asking me if it will be possible to take a break. And thankfully to his low tolerance to alcohol, we stopped his singing. Well. And I think this is a good good spot for me to stop now. I'm gonna be honest, this is exhausting. When you are not used to do something, it gets exhausting really fast. So I would call it kind of a day for this part. We will see if I can gather more strength to continue. What do you think? I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you for watching my silly attempt at providing kind of narration for the Czech game. Anyways, see ya, Chosel, for now.